Hey, chart master, I don't know whether to pinch myself or smack myself in the face. Bitcoin is now approaching $55,000. What's going on? How much further can this go? Everybody's always talked about these days were coming, but did we actually believe it would happen? It's just insane.
It is going nuts, I just think that it's too rapid of a move, we are just mid-February and January was in, and the price was moving along. It had some retracements, and now it's like explosive, and we don't see any stop in the sight, so it's kind of like this train. I was chatting with a friend of mine the other day, and they're like, what's your prediction? What are you thinking about it here? Oh, I refer to him kind of like Newton's law of motion. The train never stops unless there is a act of force to stop this train. But this train we're talking about is Bitcoin, and the train is just going massively, and nobody wants to sell, and the train doesn't look like you want to stop in any station. But we start to think about, man, at some point you have to stop, and when you stop, it will be a big stop. It will be, retrace or what?
I don't know. I have mixed emotions. I mean, I think because the saying "what goes up must come down." That's certainly true. Yeah, my mom agrees on the live broadcast. She's tuning right in with us, and
I would sell.
she would sell. She would sell.
Yeah,
She would sell.
Because if it goes down to zero, you want to kill yourself. Take it and make it a very good profit and get in again.
See,
Okay,
Mom
well,
always have the word,
Mom has
it is
spoken.
high. We want to try to sell it, and you don't know what's unexpected, right? Is this for real? Are we in for real, or is it gonna go down, right? And it is something that nobody can predict.
Yeah. Well, here's me playing devil's advocate, though, is Bitcoin went to 20K with a little bit of institutional support, and the majority of the Bitcoin, fan boys and girls just promoting that it's going to go there. It's going to go there. The people who got in early and just believed in it pushed it to 20K with the help of some institutional investors. Then we went up to 30K. And again, I think that was mostly due to the people who believed in Bitcoin, been there for a long time, and people on the street hearing about it going, oh, I can still get in there. And they started to hop on board. What's different between the rapid 30, 40, 50K plus is now the big money is coming and saying, yeah, okay, this thing's for real. Let me put my money in. And to them, $55,000 of Bitcoin is nothing. It's zero. It's nothing. They're looking at this as, a hedge against inflation, a store of value, and they're starting to think, just like owning a valuable piece of real estate, well, now only the big boys can really afford this. And when you look at the most expensive neighborhoods in the country, how often do you see them go down a lot? Not often. They hold their value.
So what are you saying? So cut it to the point. Are you saying that are you scared? Are you afraid that this is going to end? Or are you saying that this is actually going to become a real estate and you want to hold it?
I think it's going to continue to go up for a while until it's going to go up until all of a sudden even the very rich look at it. The big, and but when I'm saying very rich, we're not talking about just rich individuals. We're talking about big companies. It's going to continue to go up until they look at it and go, well, this is now ridiculous. But to them, they're like, oh, good. It's kind of like they like it. They're like, okay, good. I can get this. You can't get this anymore. I can still get this. That's what rich people like. They like to be able to afford stuff that no one else can, and they make it more and more valuable. And so I think that for a while, they're going to look at it and go, yeah, that is expensive, but for me, it's not. And so I'm going to get and own as much of it as possible because we know there's only a certain amount ever going to be made of it. That's why I think it's going to go up for a while until they decide it's too expensive. And we don't know what that ceiling is.
Perfect. So let's look at the chart and see if the chart tells us anything that is helpful here in the short term or on the long term. All right, so
bringing out the chart.
Sharing the screen over here, we have the chart live, and we're looking at the Bitcoin on TradingView. It's a free platform. We don't promote the platform, but look at it. It's 54 pushing 50, 54 pushing 55. And if we are a truly technical trader, we look at patterns and probabilities. And what is it that we see over here? So let's start drawing some lines over here, right? So we're going to give a rough estimate of what are we talking about. All right, Pete, so do you see over here? So if we take a look at this move, this is about 20,000. So is a up move of about 19 or 20. So let's make it even. 20K up to 40K, and then it retraced down to the 30s, right? So what kind of pattern did we see here on the daily chart? Let's draw it out and then take a look at it, right? So we form this little triangle, right? And what I like about this one is that they actually form like a bull flag, right? We talked about the bull flags before, right? So this is a nice bull flag.
That's perfect.
That is a perfect bull flag, and that's what you see on a strong bull market. And this is what's happening with the Bitcoin right now. So this is a measure move. This is a 70% accuracy, roughly 70% accuracy that this pattern will complete. And if we see here, it is a 20 move up until the first peak, and then it retraces down to about 30. And then if you put roughly, so we go from the breakout. So the breakout is about 35. Let's make a 35, right? Even number, about 35. So if we add 30, if we add 20 to the 35, where does it put us, Pete?
Well, that puts us at 55.
That's correct. And if you look at it, that's exactly where we are today. So this pattern is basically on its end. And now we should see some retracement because the market has to kind of quiet down a little bit and retrace before the next move up. So this is the daily chart. And what's interesting is I was looking in the weekly chart and look at what happened on the weekly chart. Let's see if I can zoom here so we can see a little bit better. So this is the weekly chart and the same pattern. Look at it, right? So if we draw the lines here, the exact same thing happened. There's a 20,000 move to the upside. It went to the bottom here, and then the breakout over here around the 35, and it's pushing the 55. So the move has complete. Now, is about, are we going to see some retracement and see what is the next pattern that will form so that we can either enter, stay, or take some profit. I'm a technical trader, Pete. So the way I like to invest is I see the pattern. My entry point was at the breakout of the flag with a stop down below. And then I will go to the completion. If you talk about, institutional professional traders, this is a measured move, a 20 move to the upside, a 20 move to the upside. It doesn't matter if it's 20, 10, 50, you just measure it. And we just did a measurement over here and it was 55. So what I would do if I was in the money right now, I have to sell because the move has completed and I would wait until the next move. What do you say, Pete?
I say it's all coming down to strategy. If you are somebody who your strategy is, you're going to, play the market, take some short-term gains, then I do agree. I think probably at 55, I just think the chart clearly showed that. And I think emotionally people have to be getting excited going, oh my gosh, got to take some profit. But then you have the holding strategy. And as somebody right now, right now until things change, I'm in the holding strategy. And I just look at, if I let go of some Bitcoin, then that's maybe less I can buy back, or I have to buy it back value. So that's the only thing I want to just let people know of. It's like, it's exciting to take the profit, but then remember, once you get back in, like if you got in somehow at 10,000 or 20,000 or 30,000, take your profit. But if you want to get back in at some time, remember, the retracement might stop at like 48,000. Now all of a sudden you're buying a $48,000 Bitcoin, so you'll be able to buy less of it. So just really know your strategy.
Perfect. I agree with you, Pete. And I just want to tell our viewers out there, we have published our mini trading course. It's on our website at tidalwavetrading.com and our YouTube channel, tidalwavetrading.com. So you can look at it over there as, from a beginning to an end, how they start trading either crypto, Forex, or stocks. And you go from creating a strategy, learning how to place a buy or sell, and then you actually get into trading journal, money management, and at the end, we give you a profitable trading strategy, breakout strategy like you see over here, and there is a reversal strategy as well. So those will give you key to actually succeed in the market on the long term. So Pete, your final thoughts? Are you a hold or are you taking profit?
I'm holding on. I'm holding on. I'm listening to Michael Saylor. Once Michael Saylor says it's time to sell, I'll go, okay, maybe you're right.
Perfect. Thank you very much.
Disciple.
Pete is our Michael Saylor disciple. I am a technical trader. I see the patterns. I enter, I exit, I take quick profits, and I move on to the next move. Again, thank you everyone for watching, and I will see you on Monday with the next episode and the next updates from tidalwave.com. Thank you, guys.